What is going on, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back once again here with Soundhead Entertainment, and we are back in NASCAR Heat 3 yet again to continue our 2019 championship mode as we move into the 13th race of the season, the Coca Cola 600 at Charlotte, the capital of NASCAR, and this is pretty much the home race for NASCAR, and of course, being on Memorial Day weekend as well. We did take a day break on Memorial Day. I spent it with the family, had a good time. And we got this nice patriotic color scheme on the car as well, ready to go racing. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this race. I'm hoping to have a good one. And we'll talk a little bit about the greatest day in racing, which took place this last weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty good overall, I think. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll hopefully have a good race, and we'll go ahead and get on with it. All right, off of turn 4. This car's pretty fast, man. This might be a pole run right here. 7.65. I think that'll do it. And it does by a large margin right there. We outdid Kyle Busch in second and qualified on the pole, boys, on the pole. We don't qualify on the pole very often. I don't know if we've done it yet this season, but that's definitely a good one to have. Starting up front is where we want to be in this race. Let's get to it. Lining them up here for the Coca Cola 600 at Charlotte. Of course, we qualified on the pole. Look at that car. That car looks beautiful. You got Corey LaJoy, engine change after qualifying, tough break. And then you got Cody Ware, failed optical scanning station multiple times. You hate to see it. And that'll do it for the lineup here today. We're starting on the inside of, what was it, Kyle Busch, we said? Yeah, so this will be interesting to see if we can pull away from him right at the start. Underway we go. I got to get through these gears. And we do. Put my things on here, and we're just going to fly away. They'll catch me a little bit here in the corners, but then we'll be able to pull away down in 3 and 4, I do believe. So stay to that inside, kind of get a nice shift right there. Harvick's going to get a run, but he's not going to have anywhere to go with it, and that'll set us up nicely for turn 3. I breathed on it just a little bit, could have went through there flat out, but there you go. That's how you get a nice little lead on the first lap of the Coca Cola 600. So yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about the greatest weekend in racing, man, because it was a pretty good one, all things considered. I think it was the best one we've had in a while, in my opinion. Monaco obviously starts things off, the Monaco GP, Formula 1. And it was actually a surprisingly good race for Monaco standards. Lewis Hamilton, of course, Lewis Hamilton does Lewis Hamilton things. Max Verstappen made it very, very interesting at the end there, even though he had a penalty. And Ferrari, man, the woes for Ferrari continue. Charles Leclerc, I hate to see it. I've almost become like a fan of Charles Leclerc, just wanting something decent to happen to the poor guy. Seems like he's getting screwed out of a decent finish every week. But yeah, Monaco was a very enjoyable race, I would say. It was definitely a much improved race than most Monaco races, I would say. And that's coming for a more casual F1 fan. Then, of course, you have probably the biggest race of the year. You have the Indy 500. The month of May has been pretty incredible on its own for IndyCar. A lot of big news, big headline news. Obviously, Fernando Alonso got bumped from the Indy 500 and everything else that went along with that. The different crashes that went on during the practices, and the race itself was pretty great. I think it was a fantastic Indy 500. Pagenaud won, of course. Very happy about that. I like Simon Pagenaud a lot, so that was very cool. Rossi made it interesting there at the end, but just couldn't get it done. And Pagenaud wins the Indy 500. I was excited to see that. Then, of course, the Coca Cola 600. You move on to that. That's more our forte here, as you can see. I'm diving and sliding through the corners here, but that's kind of how I like it, as we have put an absolutely huge gap on the field behind us. And I'm putting it through the grass, the pass of the grass, boys. Oh, my goodness me. That was almost tragic. There's your pass on the grass. All right, well, it's a good thing that was, it's too bad that wasn't the turf they're always talking about nowadays. So, let's see. We have the Coca Cola 600, which I thought overall was a pretty solid race. Very enjoyable. And we'll start right at the top, I guess, of course, with William Byron getting the pole. Hendrick definitely showing up in qualifying speed. Starting to get some of that race speed back, which is always good to see from Hendrick. And, I guess my list of notables is exactly that, a list of notables and just the highlights of the race. So Yeah, William Byron on the pole. Eric Jones absolutely just died on lap, what, 2? It was real early. Had a tire go out. Lots of tire issues for Toyota. That would become a trend in the race. And then DiBenedetto followed him up pretty much right afterwards with the same thing. Brad won stage 1, of course. Truex was in the wall on stage 1, I believe, as well. But Brad winning the stage made me a very happy boy, and the caution has come out. And that will not end our stage, so we're going to have a late race kind of shootout here. So this will be interesting to see how this goes. All right, we're getting ready to go here for the restart in stage 1, coming to the green, and we are back underway here with only a couple of laps to go. I'll get back to my race recap here in a moment. Just want to secure the stage win real fast. Stay nice and comfortable. Concentrate a little bit. Make sure I'm getting through the gears here. Making sure I'm not letting Blaney get by me. Or Harv. No runs for you boys. All right, and through turns 3, a slide up to the top. Oh, all the way up to the top, into the wall. Still held on to the lead for now, anyway. 1 lap to go in the stage. All right, I think we're good now. So I'll get back to my race recap at the beginning of stage 2 here, but man, that was a little bit more sweaty than it needed to be. Putting it in the wall especially, that was not good. I'm almost starting to lift in this back corner over here in turn 3. But that'll do it. Off the final corner here in stage 1, we'll get a stage victory. Another one on the season. We've been doing pretty good about stage points, so we're doing pretty good in all points. There you go. Ryan Blaney second in the stage, though. Not bad. Saw Truex back there. And now it's time to hit pit road and call a little strategies. Let's see what we can do here. All right, just took 4 tires and fuel, and that was the play indeed. So we'll come out in first again. Going green, and we are underway here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for stage number 2. This is a little bit shorter stage than the first one, probably because of the caution laps extending it a little bit. But we're gonna get a nice start here. Block Blaney from his initial run. Truex is back there poking around. I see him back there, the winner. We'll get to that in a minute. Whoa, she's loose. It's fresh tires, boys. Fresh tires. But we're good now. All right. So, where was I? Brad won stage 1, like I said, made me a very happy boy. Always happy to see that 2-car having a good day at the races, which I guess it eventually turned kind of foul, but that was to be expected because of the car he was running, and I'll go back into that at another date and time. Probably make a whole video out of that, and I probably will. But just gonna race right now. My nose is itching like crazy right now, and I think I'm gonna pause the game to scratch it. I literally am about to pause this game to scratch my nose because that's just the level of where we're at right now. I'm just gonna scratch my nose because it's itchy. All right. So, back to the race. So Denny Hamlin then hits the wall. He had all kinds of problems. Denny Hamlin was struggling during the Coke 600. There was a lot that went on during this Coke 600. And there's a lot to go through, and there's a lot that I'm sure I'm forgetting. There's a lot that hasn't even happened yet in our little rundown here. But I want to concentrate on this race, too, and not blow it. So, I loved the part of the race where, Toyota was having all those tire troubles, and they cut to the radio of Martin Truex Jr. saying that he thought Goodyear was blowing it on the tires, that they were making a mistake, and then Cole Pearn was like, actually, bud, it's just us Toyota guys that are doing this. And he was like, I don't buy it. And he was like, well, I can't tell you. Cole Pearn was like, I can't tell you everything I know, but yeah, they obviously were working on something in that fender that wasn't working as greatly as it was intended to, because it was cutting down tires, but must have worked out for Truex at some point. So good for him, I guess. Even though he was in the wall, he made quite the comeback. Of course. We're getting through this race nice and smooth here, too. I like the way this is playing out thus far. Nice and... If I can keep it up front, I think we got an easy win.
5 laps to go.
Because we are absolutely smoking the field right now. So yeah, Truex had all those issues and wondered if Goodyear was blowing it. Turns out it was just TRD. But they didn't blow it all the way. Then Brad won stage 2, of course, which made me an even happier boy. And then, stage 3, Didn't Truex dump Bailey Curry at some point? And then he cruised to the stage win, and then the stage comes to an end. Okay. And speaking of Truex, he's down there in second right now. So stage 2 comes to an early close, and I'm still not even done with my recap here. And they're pitting again. All right, well, at least we still came out front. So I'll get back to my recap here in a second. So yeah, Truex cruises to the stage 3 win. Kurt Busch absolutely crashes and just dies for our sins and takes out, well, I shouldn't say takes out, but he gets a little piece of his bro, Kyle Busch, on the way by. Which is a tough deal for Kurt, because Kurt has been having a pretty good season thus far, from what I've seen, and did not need a wreck on that, but he got one. This is a 14-lap stage. Wow. I don't know why this one's so much longer than the other ones, but it is. And we've got so many points now, it's disgusting, actually, the amount of points, the lead that we probably have with all the stage wins, the stage bonus points, playoff points. We got over 100-point lead on second place in the standings, and it's probably going to grow substantially from this race. So, yeah. But let me get back to my recap. Good God, this is the world's longest recap in all of history. And it's sad because I'm concentrating on racing and half on reading my list that I purposely laid out for this event. So then the big one happened. Took out Larson. Took out Austin Dillon, and Ty Dillon got a piece of it. So the Dillon bros were all struggling. But poor Larson gets another one. After winning the All-Star race, he goes right back to wrecking. Hopefully that $1 million will make him a little bit more comforted. But yeah, the big one took out a lot of them. Blaney's bad luck continues. Blaney had to pit, and then right after that, the cursed car strikes again. Brad Keselowski, flat tires, goes around. He had some kind of problem with his car. He ended up finishing like 19th, I think, which was abysmal. But expected, honestly. And yeah, that was about it, I want to say. Then there was a late race restart. Obviously, awesome racing. The restarts were phenomenal. There was a 4-wide pass for the lead. And then Logano pushed Truex clear, and Truex just checked out after that. And that was all she wrote. Truex goes on to win the race. Felt like Logano kind of screwed himself because he gave Truex such a push that once he got it, he just drove away. If Logano could have got side by side or got to him or side drafted him or something, that might have been a little bit more interesting of a battle to the lead, or just not giving him such a big push. But Truex used that to his advantage, and he pulled right away and won the race. And I'm not the biggest Truex fan, to be completely honest with you. I have nothing against him. I just don't really root for him. And it gets a little tiresome seeing the same guys win over and over again. And it's nice to see different winners from now on, and I would have liked to seen a different winner. David Reagan being up there at the end was awesome. I was cheering for David Reagan at that point, but unfortunately that didn't pan out for him, and he fell down the standings. I think he fell down to like 15th or something after starting first on the last restart with like 10 laps to go or however many were left. So that was a tough deal, but it's those racing deals. You win some, you lose some, and thought it was an enjoyable race to watch at least. So the fans won, I think, and the viewership showed that it was pretty good as well. It was up from last year, which was great news to hear. So, all right, we're about halfway in the stage now. This is a long stage. This is a long race. This is like a marathon. But we're whooping them right now because I don't even see any cars behind me. That's how gruesome this whooping is. There they are. So it looks like Logano has actually moved his way into second. But, yeah, man. Just got to set us up for a nice final stage, get that win, and get out of Dodge. All right, coming to one lap left here in the stage. Running low on fuel, but we'll be able to make it to the end here. And tires are starting to get a little bit worn out. In fact, let's look at those. Yeah, 42% on that right front. So struggling a little bit there for for grip. And yes, I understand. I understand, Spotter, that I'm low on fuel, but the stage victory is going to be right here. And it's not a concern of mine, so we'll come off a turn 4 to yet another stage win. More bonus points, more playoff points, more everything. And that'll do it. Kyle Larson sitting in second place. Well, how about that? Brad Keselowski in 8th. Denny Hamlin in 10th. There you go. Stage 10. Stage 3 finished. We got one more to go here. We're going to have to pit. Got 14 laps remaining. I wonder what the fuel situation is going to look like at the end of this race. Whoa, we got something. So what is this all about? Got some strategy moves going on here. Been knocked off the front row for the first time today. Let's see if we can get a good start and get right back up there. Oh, they beat me a little bit on the shift, it looked like. Okay. Oh, pardon me, Brad. All right, well, I just need to play this nice and calm and cool. I am way faster than all these guys. No need to try and sweat it and make it happen right now. I think we're good to go on fuel pretty much. Almost forgot to shift right there. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to... And the fact that there's no caution for that really just chaps my ass, honestly. I don't care. Come on, dude. Can we talk about how stupid that is? I mean, I'm trying to find the comedy in it. I'm really upset about what happened right there. The ping-ponging is unbelievable. The game physics, yet again, unbelievable. There's no reason what happened right there. There's absolutely no reason why what happened should have happened. And I don't know what in the world is going on here in front of me. Is that Jamie McMurray? You just going to go put it in the wall? No, that's not even him. That was Kligerman. Well, Kligerman, you better make it to pit road, buddy. I don't know what you're trying to... You're just going to... No, all right, just going to keep going. Well, at least we didn't finish last. I guess we weren't going to finish last anyway. We were already in 39th. I forget Ty Dillon's already out of this thing. But I'm really upset. There's a lot of things I could say that I'm choosing not to. Trying to laugh about it. You know, if you watch the Pro League debut race, and I don't want to hate on the Pro League, you know, an obscene amount. But if you think this game is ready for any kind of pro play, any kind of esports, I mean, the joke about esports ready and all that, I know it's hilarious. But to think that this game is esports ready is laughable when it's not even consumer ready. It's really a joke. And oh, Deegan, what kind of line was that? And here we go. We're gonna wreck it again. Yep. I love this game, dude. Touch the apron. Forget about it. Forget about it. Might as well just die when you touch the apron. Or it was Blaney that had a problem, not Ty Dillon. What the heck is going wrong with me? Why am I crazy? Well, that's nice. I would have rather just seen that play out, but I guess we're not going to have that at all, so cool. Might as well pit. I'm going to be last anyway. Yeah, this is just extremely frustrating that the race could fall apart like this. Over ping pong! Ping pong! I hate you, ping pong. Ah, put it in the wall. Why not? Oh, hey, well, at least Kligerman's not dead. He's probably going to finish better than me now. God, that's so frustrating, man. It just, the car setup is twitchy, but it's not that twitchy, dude. It's not to the point where I couldn't have saved those. I had the car saved. It touches the wall, the car immediately stops. I mean, it's like a comedy of errors on the game's part, really, that led to that whole thing being taking place at all, I guess you could say. I mean, it's... I guess the silver lining is maybe we'll get a few extra spots here, but I'm so frustrated, it's really, it's not going to help, so... What's the point? Let's see if I can get to the top 30 before this thing is over with. That's going to be a tall task. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. It's an absolute joke, I know. If Heat 4 isn't a serious improvement over what I just saw, then I don't even see why I should play it, honestly. Across the line, 31st, absolutely disgusting. Esports ready. That's all I can say. Esports ready, people. I just want to see what happened here. I definitely come up, but I mean, that's such slight contact. The fact that it practically killed me is unbelievable. So I guess if we're going to be placing blame on anybody, you could put it on me. But the fact that this is the outcome of such slight contact, I mean, I'm trying to find a good angle for it here. Like, I definitely come up. Like, there's no denying that, obviously. But the fact that contact that slight, I mean, look at that. And I wish the camera would stop moving like this. Look at this. This overhead view is probably going to be the best one we have. Look at that. That's how light the contact was. I should have the car right here. The car should be safe because it's such light contact. I have it steering the right way, but no, the ping-ponging has to happen. The car has to go back the other way, and then by this time you're gone. Like, look at that. Look at that change in direction. I know this is incredibly overanalyzing this one accident, but the fact that this ping-ponging issue is continued for so long, I mean, it's unbelievable. And then the fact that there was no caution just made me want to kill myself. But, you know, we had this race won in the bag. I even said I wanted to take things, you know, slow because of, and down the straightaway. The fact that this happens down the straightaway is what annoys me the most about it, I guess. That's just terrible. That's really, it's just something that shouldn't even happen. It's just something that should not happen. And I can't even blame Reki here. Because it wasn't his fault. I mean, it was my fault, but the ping-ponging is so ridiculous. The car should have been saved. And the fact that I have to go all the way to the inside and kill the car. And Stenhouse is wrecking up here, I guess. So that is... Did he save it, though? Did he hold on to it? Let me see if I can get a better angle of what happens to Stenhouse up here. Oh, he goes... He's doing quite the Tokyo drift out there. I don't know if he ends up saving it or if he loops it around or what. I wish I could get a good camera angle of that. Let me... Oh, that was a... I could at least see who's in the pack here. Oh, Stenhouse, he recovered it. He recovered it. All right. So, yeah, tough way to end that one, really, man. I hate that. Dominating car, dominating performance, and to come home 31st. I mean, that's bad. That's real bad. Well, we finished 31st with the trash. Ryan Blaney finished a million laps down. Chase Elliott with the win. Well, how about that? All right. Chase Elliott steals my win from me. Ryan Blaney, 34 laps down. Yeah, what a tough break for him. But Chase Elliott gets the win. Brad Keselowski, 10th. And, yeah, I really didn't see Chase Elliott winning this race. Stenhouse finished up there, what, 17th it looked like, maybe? So, all right. Well, not the way we wanted that one to go, but we'll take it. Stenhouse did finish 17th. How fitting. And now to the points here, and you can see it's still pretty, it's less than 100 points now. But, you know, that just really sucks. Just really sucks that was how that went. You know, it's a tough break. Chase Elliott, though, gets his second win of the season, so there you go. I think he won Texas earlier. So, Chase Elliott, showing up. Well, I'm not going to lie, I'm actually pretty happy to be back at the shop now. Oh, God, Pocono's up next. That ought to be fun. All right, well, you know what? That'll do it. You know, what do you say after that? You know, it's one of those things. Bad day or a good day turned to a bad day with one stupid little move right there. And I'll take ownership for the accident. I mean, I caused the contact, obviously, but the fact that such small contact. I mean, look at the NASCAR race from last night. Look at it. Look at the contact those guys are making. And they drive right off like nothing even happens. I mean, they just keep going. They'll rub up against each other. Obviously, you know, cars get damaged nowadays, tire rubs, everything. But contact like that should not result in what our result was. And it did. So, you know, it is what it is. I can't complain too much sitting here in first place right now. Just frustrations with the game itself. You know, I like 704. I want them to succeed. But, you know, these things need to be fixed, and they need to be fixed soon. They should have fixed them in this game. They're not going to, obviously. So hopefully, if Heat 4 isn't a major improvement over what I've seen here, I don't even know if we should even play it at that point. I mean, and that's not like to threaten them or anything like that. I don't know if I can do it for a third time. I just don't know if I can do it. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, you know, the ball is in their court. It's up to them. So hopefully Heat 4 fixes those little minor problems, because I'm not the only one who's pissed off about this kind of stuff. You know, all your favorite NASCAR YouTubers are probably, you know, if they played this game, they've probably complained about something that's happened to them, and they're probably pretty justified in doing so. So that'll do it. I'm wrapping it up here. We're going to call it a day. Again, just sorry that turned into what it turned into, but you'll have that sometimes in big time auto racing. So As always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that. If you enjoyed my pain, you probably enjoyed this video a lot. If you enjoyed some decent racing, then there was at least a little bit of that in there. But yeah, man, just tough deal. Tough deal. So that'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of NASCAR Heat 3. Tell me what you think of the Pro League. Tell me what you think of esports. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on. And yeah, that'll do it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.